participant and sent in one of the questions during the week, I may be able to read up one of yours. We're going to play it by ear. Again, unfortunately, we cannot open it up to your questions at this time, but we support our friends and family in the Screen Actors Guild. We support our friends in the Writers Guild, and we want to thank them once and for all, and thank you all for supporting them as well. So without further ado, he is an Emmy Award-winning actor with multiple credits, and we all pretty much know what they are. Please welcome Mr. Christopher Lloyd. So glad to finally have you in person. We did the GalaxyCon virtual events a while back. I enjoyed that. And now we finally get to meet in person.
There you go.
There you go, indeed. First of all, how are you? How have you been?
I've been good. I've been working with a certain consistency, which I really appreciate. And my health is good. It's funny when you reach my age. I'm not trying to pull the age card, but it's getting on. And so you wake up in the morning and any little physical thing that doesn't seem quite 100% normal, it's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And, so it's okay.
All right, so glad to hear that. So, I always ask this of all my actor guests, what drew you to acting? What pulled you into this?
Oh, I don't know, the example that I remember where something dawned on me, I was probably around 15 years old, 14 years old, and I was at a boarding school, boys' boarding school, and I was walking across a football field, just walking across, and there was some guys older than I who were kind of, motherfuckers. Sorry about that. It is what it is. Anyway, so, and I was intimidated, that kind of chemistry going on, as intimidating it was to me. And I had to walk past these guys to get where I was going. And then they noticed I was coming along. And I did something kind of quirky that made them laugh. And somehow that kind of awareness drew me towards a situation where I could enjoy something, real, and get feedback. That's about as far as that's going to go.
It's that first taste, and it sets you on. That feedback. You, so obviously you went on, you were a part of that really fascinating time in theater history and acting history. You were in that scene. You worked with Sanford Meisner, and for our audience that doesn't know it, Meisner was basically the Yoda of acting coaches. Woo! So what was that experience like?
That was a big one. I was in 1960. You all know what I'm talking about. And I was, finishing high school, and I grew up about an hour's train ride outside New York City, in Connecticut, and it was why I want to go to New York and, get a job in the theater, because New York was the big place for theater. It kind of still is. And I went to, I'd hear things about 2 different acting schools. And I listened to how one was described and then how the other. And I made a choice of one of the two. It was called the Neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater. And there was a teacher there. His name was Sandy Meisner, who in his era, in his time, as an acting teacher or somebody who really understood theater, whatever, he was the guy to go to. He was extraordinary. And he was great. He was great at it, and everybody else, it was cool.
What part did you play in that?
Back home. And one little feature is somehow we started getting water pistols. Literally, somebody went out on stage with like a fluorescent water pistol one night. And we get each other back. It was ludicrous. Yeah, it made it fun.
Very nice. And when last we spoke, you were about to start production of Lear. How did that go?
Oh, that was fabulous. How many are sort of familiar with King Lear? Yeah, I did a lot of Shakespeare when I was in my 20s, during that time, whatever. And I was in 20s and 30s before I started doing film. And I was in 3 different productions of Lear, playing different parts. And I had no thoughts of ever doing it until about 6 years or so ago. I just woke up in the morning and said, hey, I'm old enough. Why not? So I got into a production of it, and I loved it. And it was, an exciting production. I want to do it again.
Do you have a favorite? Is there a particular favorite of Shakespeare that you're fond of?
Favorite?
Yeah.
Besides Lear. I do wish that when I was younger, I had the whatever to do Hamlet. And I'm doing a reading of it at the beginning of September at a Shakespeare festival in Massachusetts. And I'm going to be Lloyd's, not Hamlet, Polonius. But I'm looking at, he had such great soliloquies. Speeches that he was talking out, thinking out loud, telling what's going on inside. And they're just fabulous. So even now I'm going to do a reading of this play where we'll still have the book in our hands, but sort of move around a little bit, get a flavor of it, see where it goes.
We look forward to that reading. Hopefully it's might be recorded or published in some way. That'd be delightful. Yeah, we'll see that too. What's a perfect day for you?
Ask what is a happy day?
Yeah. What's a perfect day for you?
How about being here?
No, that's your perfect day.
That's a good point. Yeah. Being here.
See her yell that, you got a lot in common. There you go.
That's being here is not something I imagined some years ago. Well, I certainly not in my early years. Or really, but what am I doing here? It's like, how did this happen?
Because we love you. I thought we said that earlier.
Well, that's kind of mutual. Hey, you're because I'm here.
To tiptoe for an all ages.
We won't be doing this.
Plead the fifth! Plead the fifth!
You may plead the fifth. The Fifth Amendment. You may not answer that question on the grounds it may incriminate you.
I didn't answer anything except now. So, where were we?
We're on to our next question. Actually, I'd like to switch over now to some of the questions that people sent in ahead of time. So, here's one from Bobby S. I don't know if Bobby S is out there, but what do you like to do to relax?
I like to read, work on a script. Sometimes I just want to go to the gym. Which I do. Yeah. I like driving. I like to drive. And don't tell me that's it.
No. I was just thinking out there. Here's one from Ian.
Oh, I like to work.
Yeah.
I like to do what I do.
Here's from Ian who wants to know, how has your friendship with Michael J. Fox developed over the years? Obviously, we can't talk about the movie, but we can talk about the friendship.
Huh? Yeah. Michael, I mean, he came in kind of by accident into Back to the Future. there was another actor cast in the role of Michael, and we were shooting for 6 weeks. That's a lot of shooting. And we were shooting in the Mill Valley shopping center mall.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. And we broke about 1 o'clock in the morning for dinner because we were all night shoot. And Spielberg was there. He wasn't there all the time, so what's going on? And then they said after dinner, come over to such and such a spot. Want to make an announcement. And we all went on over there, and they announced that the actor who was playing Michael was going to be replaced by Michael J. Fox. And it was like, I didn't know nothing about this. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. It was, you know, after 6 weeks shooting, that's a big change. Because everything for that 6 weeks would have to be reshot. It worried me a lot, because I thought, I don't know if I could repeat what I did. You know, I don't know if I could make it work a second time. And all that actor paranoia. So that was a big deal.
And the rest is history that we can't talk about. Because of the film, but yeah, it's a way too. But you still see each other at shows. Yeah, you still see each other at shows like these.
Yeah. And I love him. He is so extraordinary.
Yeah.
And he's done a film. Oh.
It's okay.
You can talk about it. You can talk about other people's work, and as a fact, he's doing a project.
Yes.
He's doing a project, and we look forward to it, whatever it is.
Yeah. You'll hear about it.
What's on your next night? You did that Shakespeare festival. Is there anything else on your immediate future you're allowed to discuss?
Shakespeare, it'll just be 5 days.
Yeah.
With the cast that's he's put together. And then what else? I can't.
Well, if there was anything else,
I can't be talking about.
Right. Yeah. I know we're in an interesting time. That was way too. But we talked about the Shakespeare Festival. Well, then let me just say this then before we go, because I can say some of this and behalf of our audience. Mr. Lloyd, I thank you. I thank you for your talents. I thank you for your professionalism, and I thank you for the performances you have brought to all of your roles. You have made such a difference.